come up with shit.
Yeah, I came up with like 3 questions.
Ask me to read pizza, I don't mind. I have... I've only made one speech in my life, and that was at the DARE graduation in the 5th grade, and I was going to shit my pants. So my tactic was to not look up and to bury my head into the podium, which wasn't a good idea because my mom said that I looked really nervous when I was done. So that was embarrassing, but it was the 5th grade. Flashing the entire boy side of camp during Color War. Getting out of the pool. I had to swim every event because everybody else didn't want to get their hair wet, and somebody thought it would be funny to untie my top. So they all had a nice show, and I didn't go to camp the next day. I've seen that movie, I don't remember watching it. I remember it being green. Like a lot of it being green. I think when it froze something turned green. I don't really know, but I feel like I could like stop crime or get 100 on every test if I could freeze time, which would be very convenient for me and for other people. Laundry detergent. My mom buys a certain kind. She hasn't been buying it recently because my dad's been doing it. But when I wash my pillows in it and then I can like put my head into my pillow and just inhale it until I fall asleep, it's pretty fantastic. It's a good smell. Probably one thing I noticed in ethics, I'm taking an ethics class, pretty cool. My views on abortion have changed completely. I used to be completely against it, but I'm not anymore. I don't know. I don't think much has changed, really. That's one thing that I have noticed that I have changed my views about, but I can't really think of anything else. I have to pass the time, so I'd probably bring all books by Shel Silverstein. I don't know if that counts as one thing, but actually I would just bring Shel Silverstein so he can write me poems. I would also bring one of those things that Bear Grylls has. It's like a lighter to start fires, and not just because, I mean, I'm assuming if I had shelter it would come with fire or heat and air conditioning, because that's what my shelter is going to have. But I think it'd be cool to just start fires anyway and burn things. Maybe send a smoke signal to get help. Probably that too. And I would bring Sudoku puzzles, because those are fun, and I bring those on planes. I know it's not the same being on an island and not a plane, but I feel like it'd be a good way to pass time anyway. I don't know about, oh shit, she's fucked, but I mean, I've done a couple of weird things. I have classic quotes that my family always makes fun of me for saying. When I was younger, there was a fuzz in the bathtub, so I stood up and started screaming that there was a fuzz. Everybody tells it, especially like at Thanksgiving and things like that. Another time I was bleeding and I screamed I got blood. And another time I was in trouble, so I sat in the middle of my floor with my 2 legs stuck out straight, and my aunt came in to check on me, and I told her that I was being in big trouble, and they haven't gotten over any of those 3 quotes since it happened.
What about the time Uncle Drew almost dropped you off the zip line?
I was 3 years old, and my uncle decided it'd be a good idea to put me on a zip line and see if I could hold on, support my 3-year-old body with my 3-year-old arms, about, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet off the ground. Nope. Easter, I was wearing a yellow dress, fell flat on my back, knocked the wind out of me, passed out, woke up on my daybed, and I was pissed off at my uncle. I was 3 and I was pissed off. What kind of uncle does that? A daybed. It is a bed and kind of like a couch, but not really. It's a bed and then it has like a backboard going the long ways. So it kind of looks like a couch, but you sleep on it. Daybed and the nightbed were the same thing. I slept on the daybed. I slept it on the day. I slept on it during night. It was a day-night bed. They should change the name. Oh my god, don't do that to me. Can I top 4? I have to do top 4. First one, Dispatch. I've liked Dispatch since the 6th grade, and they're just very cool. They're so different from, I mean, most of the bands I like are very different from other bands, but they're very raw, and they don't use a lot of things to dress them up. They're mostly vocals and guitar. The second band, MGMT. I got into them recently. I did not like them when I first heard them. I thought they were terrible. I went to their concert on August 17th, 2010. Best night of my life. I will never forget it. Andrew Van Garden. I am in love with him. And they're so unique and they're so different. The Killers. I only got into them recently too. They are phenomenal. Their album Sawdust, I could listen to it forever and never get tired of it. And the last one is the Bare Naked Ladies. And I grew up with them. Essentially, my entire family loves them. We go to their concert a lot. They're broken up now because one of the singers they're not broken up, but they're not the same because one of the main singers quit the band because he's a cocaine addict. But what are you going to do? I can talk about my sister because I've always looked up to her, and when I was younger, I remember wanting to be like her a lot. And I remember she was always kind of more of like a tomboy, and I thought that was so cool, and I just wanted to be like her, and I wanted to hang out with her friends. And I mean, I wanted to be Lisa Einsiedler too, but other than her, I respect a lot of my teachers. I have a chemistry teacher this year. His name is Mr. Campanelli, and I think he's so great. Like, he genuinely cares about our success and our learning, which is not easy to come by anymore. So probably those two. There's a few shows that I watched a lot when I was younger that I stopped watching, or shows that I have been watching for a while that I still watch now. When I was younger, when I was really young, my favorite was Little Bear. I was also a big fan of Recess and Hey Arnold and all of the 90s Nick shows. But as I got older, I discovered Bones, which is a show about a forensic anthropologist. My whole family watches it every Thursday, and we eat sushi while we watch it, and that's always fun. So it's not even just the show, but it's just like being with my family and sitting down to have dinner, which I enjoy. My favorite holiday is Halloween because people look so ridiculous, and it pisses me off when girls like to decide that Halloween's okay to make you look like a total whore. But when you get one of those really great costumes, or like in school when you see somebody who looks absolutely ridiculous, it's always extremely entertaining. I also like Thanksgiving because I enjoy turkey. Either laundry or emptying the dishwasher, because there's always more laundry and there's always more dishes to be cleaned. It's never done. It's not like you can do the task and then finish it. You probably have to do it again tomorrow. People who walk slowly in the hallway, because I can tell that when I get my license I'm going to have the worst road rage, because I get so angry in the hallway, especially like when black people don't have their pants pulled up, so they have to like walk with like the swagger so they can like keep their pants up, but that makes me late to class, and like just because they want to walk slow and take the entire hallway up, like other people behind them don't matter. It's very inconsiderate. In the 7th grade I got a migraine, and I thought that was the end. I got blurry vision in first period, headache, second period, ran to the nurse, threw up, laid down, went home, threw up again from pain, and then laid there for approximately 9 hours, couldn't move. At one point, I was going to yell for my mom to ask her to take me to the hospital because I thought that my skull was going to crack. But I couldn't yell for her, so I just laid there thinking I was going to die. But I fell asleep and woke up and I was okay. Depends on the season. In the summer I have one called Watermelon that I like, but during camp I paint it a color called Incognito because my camp color is green and white, and I'm typically on the green team for color war. But during the winter I either paint them Wicked or Max. Max is the color I have on now. I was feeling it. Probably my physical awkwardness. And not that being awkward is unique, because a lot of people are, but I think the way I do it is unique. Oh, also, the way I blush no matter what, like even if I'm not embarrassed, I'll blush. If someone calls my name and I'm not expecting it, I'll blush. If a teacher calls on me while my hand is raised, I'll blush. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that problem, but I'm kind of insecure about it. But it's something different about me. Also, I can do this with my arm, and it kind of hyperextends a little bit. People think that's weird sometimes, so you don't notice it. That's a little bit different.
Yeah. Talk
Oh,
about it.
yes.
You have to like, you have to film it.
I don't tell many people that story. It's not a good time.